Okay, so what works? So we have an equation to work four times. Like what is a term? And I can calculate force and distance. Or two units of force. So we can take those numbers and distance, and I find how much work. When I'm dealing with work, we have a new unit called was based energy. We're getting into like previous video that I posted. The energy needed for something. This is need to be very much related to energy with joules. For somebody to use newtons to pass and then distance half to meters. So if I ever have something that's in centimeters, I have to convert, or have something in inches, I have to do those conversions to make sure I'm using meters. All right, so let's say I push a wheelbarrow. I have a wheelbarrow, I'm doing work in the backyard, and I only need to go 4 meters, okay? And I use 50 newtons of force, okay? So if I push this wheelbarrow using 50 newtons of force, I push it with a total distance of 4 meters. I plug this into my equation. So work is going to equal force times distance. So I would say 50 newtons times 4 meters. Well, this is some pretty simple math, right? Work is going to equal 50 times 4, or 200 joules. So I can say that 200 joules of work were done on that wheelbarrow to allow it to make it move that amount of distance. Another problem here, what if I have a simple problem here? If I want to lift a book 2 meters off the ground, set it on a table, all right? Well, that'd be a pretty high table, but I'm going to set it on a shelf maybe. And I do 40 joules of work to that book. Well, I got to go back to our manipulation of equations. So I set up my equation, 40 joules equals force times distance. Well, I don't have the force here, so I'm going to say force times 2 meters. If you remember, we did a lot of these problems while we were in class before spring break, but I'm going to divide both sides by 2 here, and divide by 2 here. So my force is going to equal 40 divided by 2, or 20 newtons. All right. So you guys see a lot of these problems where you have to manipulate and maybe find the distance, maybe find the force, or possibly just put it into the equation to find the work. Okay, so that's work. Work's pretty simple. We will use this to get into power on the next series of videos, which will be tomorrow's lesson.